What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Simply a Breeze. My name is Bree, if you are new. Today I am putting up my Christmas stuff, and I figured it'd be a great opportunity for me to have a chit chat with you and kind of just go over tackling the holiday season with the crazy expensive world that we currently live in, or if money is tight, how I have handled it in the past, how Reid and I are handling it now that we're married, and how we're just tackling some things and what we're doing to still spend quality time with our families without breaking the bank. But first, these are most of my decorations for just around the house. So I actually didn't need to put them on top of the tree, so I'm actually going to set these aside. We're going to get the tree set up first because placing these around the house isn't going to be nearly as time consuming. This Christmas tree, so let's talk Christmas trees real quick. This Christmas tree Reid had when we got together. So, and he got this tree for free, I believe. And I used to have my own Christmas tree. It was a cute little 3-foot Christmas tree, and it was perfect for me. It was perfect for me, it was perfect for Boots. We didn't need anything else. I also got that tree for free. So always keep your eyes and ears open if you want a tree. You don't always need to break the bank to get one. I know garage sales, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace are all really great ways to get trees. I got my little 3-foot tree from a coworker at the time because her and her husband had upgraded and she just wanted to get rid of it. And I told her I didn't have a tree and I would pay her for it, to which she told me she just wanted it gone. So I got a free little tree and I was able to gift it to my brother and my sister-in-law when they had a little boy. It was a gift that kept on giving. It was the free 3-foot Christmas tree. So you don't always have to go buy the super expensive tree. There's nothing wrong with being that person, but I know not everybody is in the position to do so. I know at one point I wasn't. We're gonna get this Christmas tree up. It is a 7.5-foot pre-lit tree. So it just needs to be assembled and plugged in, and then I'm gonna put some pretty basic cheap Christmas ornaments on it. When Reid and I met, I wasn't in the financial position to spend a lot of money on Christmas stuff, and it worked, and it's still working, and I currently don't feel the need to upgrade. I do want to start adding special ornaments for Reid and I, however, we'll get there. So this is a new spot for me to try and put the Christmas tree this year. We have rearranged the house just a little bit, so I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but the only way to know is if we try. Awesome. It's okay. This box has seen better days. Here's a quick close-up of my Christmas ornaments. We've got orange and green. Some have glitter on them. Some have little glitter trees on them. We've got these. And then we've got this assortment of green, snowflake, colorful, and it works for us. Let me get that out of the way. And just start getting this bad boy assembled. I think that should work. Maybe. This touches the wall. It does, just barely. I don't know, guys. This walkway just got real narrow. So I was thinking of putting the tree right here. However, that branch right now is touching the wall. I don't know if you can tell. But then that branch is sticking out. And there's at most, there's like 2.5 feet here of walkway. I don't know how I feel about that. We can always relocate this table for now, and we can go put it over here. That's where it originally was, because we have since rearranged. We got rid of this couch here. It was falling apart. And so this big oversized chair went here. It used to be here, and it really opened up the space, which we enjoy. However, I don't know how I feel about the tree. I'm not too sure. We could always move it. Maybe I move it in front of here. That could work. Because originally, in years past, the tree was up against this wall. The problem is I don't know what I'm going to do with that table if we put the tree there. We could probably, maybe put the table here? That table is heavy and I don't want to move it by myself. We're going to give her a shot. We're going to give her a try over here. We're just going to commit. And then if we don't like it, we can move it. Get this taken down. There we go. I think moving it this way a little bit, this walkway doesn't seem as closed off. That's what we're doing. I'm sticking with it. Believe it or not, I did not really ever grow up with a real tree as a Christmas tree. We mostly growing up had fake trees, which is fine. Like I don't know any different, to be quite honest. We did go help some friends cut down their own Christmas tree, which has been a really fun experience for me. But I don't know if Reid and I, as of right now, that could change, but we don't know if we're actually going in the future to cut our own Christmas tree, but it was a fun experience to share with them and their kids. So, navigating the holidays. I have, in fact, been single during the holidays, and it wasn't awful, but it depends on who you surround yourself with. I was fortunate enough to have friends and family who took me in, and I hung out with them. I didn't get to dwell on the fact that I wasn't in a relationship, and that really helped me out. Is just having somebody there to share the holidays and that time with. And if you know of anybody who's alone on the holidays and you think they could use just some love and some kindness, make sure they're not alone. Invite them to your get-togethers, to your gathering, or go create your own gathering with them, or just reach out to them and see how they're doing. Make suggestions. Have like a Friendsgiving or like a friend's Christmas party or Christmas dinner or something with good friends, just so you know that the people that you love and you care for have someone to spend their time with around the holidays, because for some people it can be really, really hard. I know I've done Friendsgiving with friends before. I've hung out with my brother and my sister-in-law and their family on Christmas and Thanksgiving when the rest of my family wasn't around, and we made the absolute best of it. We decided to go ahead and try making some of the stuff that my mom always made traditionally around Christmas and Thanksgiving. Some of the things we royally messed up, but it was a really fun experience, and I'll have those memories with me forever. And even though we didn't get it right, we had a blast. So maybe try making some new traditions with some close friends that you have in your life, so they're not alone, so you're not alone, and just, this is a time to share with people you care about, and it doesn't always have to be a romantic partner. It took me a long time to wrap my head around that, and so I want to share that information with you all. If you have never had a fake tree for Christmas, fluffing the tree is, I have found to be the most time-consuming thing about setting up for Christmas. Some people will argue setting up the lights can be time-consuming, but if you have a dense tree like this will take me a solid hour. So I will likely voice over parts of this and speed it up for you. You don't need to watch me fluff a tree for an hour. But I figured talking to you, sharing information or things that I've learned and things that I have found helpful and beneficial through the holidays, I'm hoping it'll help somebody else along the way. This is just a little late. We have been incredibly busy, but better late than never, because I'm sure there's still someone who hasn't completely gotten Christmas squared away.
Part of the reason it's really important to me that we make sure people aren't alone around the holidays is I grew up a military child. I don't know if I have mentioned that before to any of you, but I grew up in the military atmosphere, and every Thanksgiving and I believe Christmas, it is practice for the officers in the Army to go to the mess hall and make dinner for the enlisted personnel. And that's just standard practice. And a lot of times there are soldiers in the military who are not married and are not stationed near their families. And so that dinner, even though it can be considered mandatory fun, I don't think it's required for the enlisted personnel to show up, but I do think it is required for the officers to be there to serve dinner. It's been a while now, so I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, the point being is it just helps make sure that the soldiers know that they're not forgotten, that there are people there to socialize with and hang out with, and to have a Thanksgiving and or Christmas dinner with people you know, and spend quality time joking and laughing around the holidays. So that is also one of the reasons that I'm really big on making sure people aren't alone, is because that was kind of the atmosphere and the environment that I grew up around. So my intro wasn't the greatest at explaining what I mean by these times we live in being challenging financially. So basically, Reid and I faced a financial change a few months back, and it resulted in one of us being unemployed for about a month. A new job was secured immediately. However, the start date for that new job was what was delayed. And so Reid and I were living off of one individual's income, and so that changed the way that Reid and I budgeted and spent our money. So we were okay. We did have an emergency fund that we could fall back on, and it definitely helped us out and got us through. However, we tried not to touch it as much as possible, and we also then, because of that, didn't want to dip into the emergency fund just to pay for Christmas. So this year we asked our family if they would be okay with either doing like a Secret Santa or just quality time together, and what everybody thought. And the overall consensus was that gifts did not need to be given, and everybody would rather just spend time together and hang out and catch up. So as of right now, the only gifts that Reid and I are looking at getting are for our nieces and nephews. And other than that, our siblings, we would just rather spend time with them instead of going out and purchasing gifts and stressing over whether or not it's something they'll like or something they'll use, or if it's just a pointless gift or whatever. I genuinely don't like gifting people things unless it serves a purpose. I don't enjoy gifting people, for lack of a better word, junk. Or how about, I don't like gifting people stuff. I don't want to contribute to your pile of stuff in your house. If I know it's something that you're going to use, that's one thing. However, I am not just going to gift someone something for the sake of making sure I have a gift on hand. And so this change really helps us out and eases the financial burden on not only Reid and I, but also my siblings, because I'm sure we're not the only ones that they have to buy for either. So that is what we are doing this holiday season for gift giving and making sure that the holiday is relatively affordable. So if you are in a tight financial situation, I would highly recommend either going the Secret Santa or White Elephant route. Alternatively, maybe suggest getting a family game. Everybody goes in on purchasing like a really cool game for the family. And that tends to be far more affordable than buying a gift for everybody you know or for everybody in your family, because not everybody is in the same financial situation, truth be told. And me and my family all understand that that is the case, and this is what worked best for all of us. With that, you need to make sure that you communicate. This happened because Reid and I communicated to both sides of our family that this was the situation and asked for opinions, and everybody came to a consensus that yes, actually we are really okay with this being the choice that we make. So I wanted to share with you what we were doing for the holidays, and maybe it'll help you out if you find yourself in a tight financial situation, or if you're just trying to stop gifting people stuff for the sake of having a gift, because I know myself, I can't speak for anybody else, because I know that I am very much over just gifting people stuff. I don't like giving pointless things, and therefore, if I see something I think you'll use, I'll just buy it and gift it to you at a random time. However, I'm not just going to go out and try and find something for the sake of calling it Christmas. Christmas for me is about spending time with my family and my loved ones, and that is how I would prefer it to stay. So I mentioned that Reid's Christmas tree was free. I don't know what it is about my husband, but he has the knack of having all the right connections, and he has acquired a lot of free things that are incredibly great quality. So he is absolutely amazing. But with that, when I decided to start decorating, I did not want to break the bank. I do love all the cute aesthetic things that you can decorate your house with for Christmas. However, I don't want to go about storing it. Really, the thought of having boxes and boxes of Christmas things in our basement honestly horrifies me, and trying to organize it all is not appealing. So what I did instead was I found a couple small items that I could drop around the house and make sure that I could make the house feel a little bit more festive without breaking the bank. To do this, I went and shopped our thrift stores and the dollar store. And this was before the dollar store decided to start raising the prices to $2.50, $3.50, and even $5. But you can still find some more affordable items, but it's not quite the same. I kind of stopped going to our dollar store once they started doing that because it's just not the same anymore. But with that, I was able to thrift some really cute pieces to include a tiny Christmas tree that is going to sit on our center table, and 2 wreaths, a stocking holder, and 2 really cute reindeer that just really help bring the space together, bring several spaces downstairs together, and gives the aesthetic pop. And I did it without spending too much money. I think in total, there's no way I spent this much, but I would say I didn't spend more than $50. I could even make the argument I didn't spend more than $40. But if you are looking to decorate your house on the fly, on the slightly minimalist scale, I highly recommend you go to your thrift stores and search the Dollar Tree, or even you could search Facebook Marketplace and garage sales. All of our Christmas ornaments came from a garage sale that a lady was having, and she actually does this every year. After Halloween, she has a holiday garage sale, and she's got gift baskets and a whole bunch of different kind of ornaments and holiday decor. At the time, I was only interested in ornaments when we went. However, I would like to go scope out her sale again probably next year and see if she has any like more decor for the house. But that was a very affordable way for us to decorate our Christmas tree. So if that is something that you are interested, I would highly recommend you check out garage sales, Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, all of these used places. Oftentimes things aren't gotten rid of because they're junk or because they're in really bad condition. It's generally because people upgraded or they were just kind of over whatever it was that they had. I have found some really awesome things at garage sales and thrift stores. So that is my piece of advice and my tip that I have been using to get a...
Thanks for coming along with me as we decorated our tree and just got a little decorated around the house. This is about as decorating as I get. As you can tell with our color choices of ornaments, we are not the picture perfect Christmas setup, but you know what? My husband picked these out. My husband's favorite color is orange, and you know what? On the tree with it lit, I don't dislike it. I think it looks really pretty and it's easy. These ornaments were cheap and affordable. This tree was free. And honestly, for free and affordable, I couldn't ask for better. So thanks for coming along with me. Hopefully you found all this information helpful and enjoyable. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. And there are more videos coming this way. Just bear with me because I am going to be traveling here soon and we're going to be doing our best to get those videos up and out to you to view. But we're going to try to hit the new year head on, ready to go, bringing you all the content that you enjoy. So if there's anything that you want to see next year, any life skill, anything that you feel like you need to know or you want me to share, just please let me know down in the comments below and I will talk to you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.